You guys made me do this.
Damn!
It's a big task to make a game.
Hey, walking rods again.
An even bigger task to make a multiplayer game.
Ah, fixed it.
Let me show you how I did this. In just 3 weeks. Let's rewind back to April when I asked you to leave comments. And boy, comments you left. Before we could start making our game, we need to plan it out. So, I read every single comment that I received and laid out ones I might actually be able to use. And no, K-Designer, you can't just say JoJo 4 times and expect some recognition. Wait a second. My favourite comments were FPS, Turtles, and Flight. Kinda ironic because Turtle was the example I left when asking for suggestions. I might have a bias. So what? Sue me. No, please don't. I'm a wanted man in 5 states. Stick around. Everything will make sense in like... What's this video? 10 minutes? Trust me. I tried thinking of how to mash these 3 ideas together. We could use Turtle as the player, but for the other 2 ideas... well, I have a couple 100 hours in TF2, rest in peace, and rocket jumping is a huge mechanic. So we can just, yoink that. We need some type of gameplay. Like, yeah, it's an FPS, but what's the objective? We could do bomb plants? Maybe free-for-all? What about gun game? These all couldn't really work with flight. There is one game that uses regular ground objects and adds flight in a fun way. Rocket League. Okay, so let's slam all these ideas together to make a Turtle Football FPS hybrid. There's just one slight issue. Have you ever seen a turtle use a firearm? Well, now you have. Introducing Mr. Turtled. Re-turtled. Yeah, I made this in Blender, if you couldn't tell. I modeled the Glock myself based on my gel blaster, and please don't tell the cops we aren't allowed to have these here. I won't explain the modeling process because it'll just put you to sleep, but there is this one funny part where I was making his animations, and it accidentally sucked him into a black hole. We haven't started making gameplay yet, so let's fix that. Your Glock can now shoot 1 bullet for left click, or 3 bullets for right click. I wonder where he got that from. There are more mechanics, but I don't want to spoil them just yet. Now, I'm kinda getting tired, so I made the pause menu with custom controls and started working on the main menu. Also, I gave my game the Indie Special! It's the menu on one side with the character on the other side. Now can I sleep? No! If I want to be a real game dev, I have to cut my sleep schedule in half. Ah, that's better. I started adding in the mechanics. You can now rocket jump with your gun. Your play doesn't go very far, which is why you have to hold the slide button. The slide lets you have less friction, which will let you go further with your velocity. One of the main mechanics is aerial movement, but we have to balance this out somehow. The way I did this is by filling up the player's ammo while they're standing on the ground. Before I make any more of the game, I wanted to get some feedback. This is the prototype I showed to my friends. One said it looked a lot like a Shotgun Shenanigans clone. A what clone? I looked this up, it's already a thing. This was totally unintentional, but I will give the man his credit since no one's going to believe me. 7 Jake, 7 Ash, you beat me to the FPS sports genre. Mine is only going to be football/soccer, whereas Shotgun Shenanigans includes a bunch of sports. I recommend giving this game a go, it's actually really fun. Returning back to my project, I added a few features such as names and colours above players. It feels strange developing my own game now, if you know what I mean. I was originally aiming for something just like Shotgun Shenanigans, but Jake Ash executed it perfectly. And now I don't want to be a copycat, I have to stray away from this idea. Anyway, I stole the player starting boxes from Shotgun Shenanigans. But seriously, I am going to have to move away from this influence now. One unique thing my game will have is a 3-pointer goal. It's hard to get this goal, but rewards players that do. More on that later. For all those brain rot enthusiasts out there, this one is for you. And sorry for the lack of Subway Surfers, by the way. Wow, hydraulic press. Well, this is going to be the windscreen. The winners will be on a podium, and the losers will get squished. Oh, I'm sorry, where was I? Oh yeah. I did a quick solo test and realized it's very hard to tell how fast you're going. Well, yes, you have the velocity meter, but we need something passing by relative to the player to get a better sense of speed. I added some grass, but it ended up looking worse than Star Wars Acolyte reviews. I don't know how Rocket League got theirs to look so good. Psyonix just knocked it out of the park with their grass. In the end, I stuck with my current material, but made a lot of tweaks to it to make it stand out more. I jumped over to JSFXR to create a few sound effects. I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but this is the first game I've made that separates audio into 2 different channels. Boys, I'm moving up in the world. Peanut check. I made a ton of changes to the shooting mechanics, and I accidentally forgot to change the launch velocity. This is a blessing in disguise. I enjoy these moments because they spark an idea to incorporate custom settings into my game. Later in the video, I plan to include a wide range of options, allowing players to play how they want to play. I did another playtest and found more bugs in my game than in Viridian Forest. Them goddamn bugs! This many bugs, to be exact. I didn't write it down here, but I did a full rework of the map. Having those side pits just set up fewer goal opportunities, making the game less fun. Let's make some maps! I made the forest map with the same trees I used on my last project. Just your average survival game. Which, look, I would tell you to wishlist, but I understand if you don't, because it's very early in development, and it looks like toilet bowl ingredients. But hey, if you want to be an early adopter, by all means, go ahead, link in description. As I was saying, we made the forest map, but for the beach map, I placed umbrellas and floaties around. Now for the last map, I'm going off a YouTube comment from Vixelia, which says nebulous. I'm pretty sure you mean nebula, I think. Also a subscriber, by the way! Hooray! This pat for peanut is in your name. And about the nebula, I tried finding something online that I could use. This one from NASA is a great choice, but I need to extend it. Thankfully, since I am the Photoshop king, I know about this AI image doodad thingy. So let's write, extend this photo of a nebula. And what the f*** is that? Photoshop, are you serious? No, this is not what I meant. Okay, well, we need a different approach. I just copied and pasted the image since I'm wasting too much time on this. It's something so simple. I hate to be that YouTuber, but if you're enjoying the video, could you leave a like? True Carrot Gang members like this video. Don't be like Potato Gang. Ew, yuck. Carrot Gang on top. Alright, now I need to add this image to the skybox, which I have no idea how to do that. You've gotta be shitting me. I was watching this video from Matt Espland. Thanks, by the way. He shows how to make a skybox, but he also links to a website that lets you create your own nebula. And it looks better than the NASA one! The game is getting closer to be finished. Let's see the dent I've made. There are still so many comments left. The only way I can think of adding all of these is if they don't affect gameplay. Now, hear me out. Just like you can clearly hear with today's sponsor, Raycott. Oh, gotcha. Still no sponsors, by the way. Which is why I need you to seriously hear me out. Releasing a free game on Steam already cost me $100 USD. And I get paid next to nothing from my YouTube. I'm operating at a loss here. Which is why I need to include my cosmetic pass for just a few dollars. I'm not telling you to buy it, but it is the only way I can make this game free. I turned all of the remaining comments into total toppers. I also made some of my own. Only the real ones will understand this Easter egg. It wasn't my first time making an explosive either. Additionally, I added some cool weapon wraps like marble, galvanized steel, and amber.
Man, she looks like baked beans.
And baked beans. This sounds so dumb now that I say it out loud, but my favorite combo is the sapphire and guinea pig. If you want to get through me, you gotta go through peanut first. I also realized there's very limited combo potential, so I doubled the amount of weapon wraps and total toppers. Don't worry, the price is staying the same. I didn't record any more progress as I thought there was just the finishing touches, so let's skim over the other main things I did. Languages, Easter eggs, achievements, lobby options, and I switched out player names for profile pictures. Do you hear that? Me neither. I need some music. Good thing my boy Sean has got me covered. If you need a commission done, he's your guy. Link in description. And with all that being said, let me introduce to you Turtle Champs. Take it away, Dave.
In a world where everyone is a turtle
The name's Dave.
and they play soccer,
What the hell's a soccer?
do you have what it takes?
Yeah.
We also gave them guns.
Wait, what? Yeah, right, it's just kind of fun.
Turtle Champs, available now on Steam. Do not attempt at home. Actions performed by a trained turtle. Bugs are included.
That's right, Turtle Champs is now available as a free download on Steam. And lastly, before I go, I hid 10 cosmetic pass codes in this video. They look like this, and yes, this is one of them. So go back and find the other 9. Phew. Let's see what's on TV.
We're looking for a two-dimensional figure who is roaming among us. Sketches are being released showing what the anomaly looks like. Police say he is...
Okay, outro. The next video will be on the survival game. Hope I earned your subscription. If not, let me know in the comments what I can do to improve for the next video. And, don't forget to join the Discord. I'm gonna go change my pants now, bye! Hey, I'm still alive. YouTube thinks you'll like this video on screen. I hope it's not the Grimace Shake one, that was terrible.